I invested, I worked hard for many years as a consultant for 30 years, and I tested many different strategies. Not only I tested many different strategies, but I also failed many times, and that's probably even more interesting for you. If you are in your 20s, you are testing it too. And by the way, right now I'm in Belarus. I retired and I'm moving from place to place, and now I'm in Minsk, which is a beautiful city. Today I want to share some ideas on investing. Every time I meet one of you guys who subscribe to me, everybody wants to know how you can copy somebody and copy their lifestyle. They all want to know how I support myself, where do I get money. And I can tell you, it's not YouTube, it never was. The point is this: life is unfair, and if you're waiting for it to become fair, you might as well wait for a pine tree to start dancing salsa. Doesn't work that way. Maybe you're in your 20s, or maybe you are in your 50s, but feeling like you are in 20s, and you're figuring out what you're gonna do because soon you need to retire. Or maybe you just wanna live your lifestyle of rich and famous, because the first thing which you think is what? You think that I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna live in a mansion, I'm gonna drive a nice car and have plenty of women around me, right? It's like being a Warren Buffett but living Hugh Hefner lifestyle, Playboy mansion, which is a beautiful fantasy. The reality is you live in pretty boring life. I would say maybe not boring, but maybe just an ordinary. And you're thinking how you're gonna make money. There are two choices. You find things which you like and you continue improving it, you gaining the skill, and part of the money which you earn, you invest. The other way is you keep on chasing money and you postpone everything else for a future. In my opinion, it's counterproductive. In my opinion, it probably will lead you somewhere astray. The problem with that strategy is that you keep going into a rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole is you may spend 20 years doing something which you don't like in hope that you will make a lot of money. At the end, you may not even make a lot of money. You may not even have money, you may lose money. And the best part of your life, well, maybe not the best part of your life, but one of the best part of your life is gone in this chase. And mass media and the social networks, they all promote this kind of lifestyle. You read the articles about some kid making billions of views on TikTok and having millions of dollars in his bank account. Whether it's true or not, it's not important. The important thing to remember that news like one thing. If it's a dog who beat the man, that's not news. But if it's a man who beat the dog, that's news. So what you read in the media, on the social, it's pretty much scandalous, it's attracting attention, it's asking you to come and participate, and you think that maybe you will copy that strategy. You will find out that it doesn't work. I don't know anybody who actually copied that kind of lifestyle and eventually made it, because surrounding circumstances change. People win lotteries. Sometimes people are in the right place in the right time and they have an opportunity to make money. If you will be in the same place at a different time, you will not make money because that opportunity is gone. I invested in stocks, I invested in real estate, I invested in businesses. If you are in 20s, the best thing to do is find what you want to do, which brings you a reasonable amount of money, which will support you and perhaps your family, if you choose to have one. I hope you do, because most people right now don't get the instruction that they should have family. There is a certain fulfillment which you get from a family and many challenges, and part of that money you invest. Where do you invest? I used to invest in stocks. I thought that I'm a Warren Buffett. I'm one of the Warren Buffetts. And believe me, there are millions of people who think that they are Warren Buffetts. Today, it's a gambler's mentality everywhere. Personally, I feel like it's .com bubble all over again. At that time, I remember very vividly, there was a book which was called New Economy, and Warren Buffett was laughing at it. What I'm saying is this: there are lots of people with lots of money, but it doesn't mean they're happy, because if they were happy, we wouldn't have lots of Hollywood celebrities committing suicide. Many people gain a lot of money, they don't know why, they try to play with spiritual things, but that's beyond the point of this video. You start investing in stocks because somebody told you, maybe you buy some gold, maybe you buy some stocks, this and that. You collecting the information. And I did too, but even people in their 40s and 50s often talk about some kind of stock going up. And if you read in a social media or in general media, You will see a lot of people striking gold in the stock market. Every so often, the stars align in a certain way and somebody, by just luck, gains a lot of money from that. What really works is a boring old strategy. I didn't understand it very deeply when I was in my 20s. So I played stocks, I win some, lose some, this and that. But at the end of the year, you have to fill out the forms, you have to pay taxes on your gains, and those gains are usually pretty slim. And you put a lot of energy into that. Not only you forget about your hobbies, it becomes an addiction, playing the stocks, watching all the time. Life is passing by you, and the girls are walking by you, and the cars are driving by you, and you sitting in front of that screen. And right now there is a new phenomenon, doom scrolling. People sit and scroll their phones for 8 hours, 10 hours straight, getting their dopamine. This is like addiction. And when you buy and hold, you have plenty of time to pursue some other things. If you focus on your career, if you focus on your job, you will be eventually gaining new skills, making money, perhaps more money, and you will be able to invest more. And eventually, your money start generating interest and accumulate. If you invest in something which you can hold, you can actually make money. I've met a truck driver, and many people here in Belarus work in the positions which doesn't pay very much. And there are people who are abroad who complaining about that, like Belarus is poor, the government is bad, etc. Let me tell you, maybe there is some truth to that, but the roads here are impeccable. The order here is great. The food is available and cheap. So I met this guy who is a truck driver. He didn't go to college, he didn't really improve himself intellectually. He owns 5 apartments. 2 of them he gave to his 2 daughters and 3 he owned. He lives in 1 and 2 of them he rents out. Plus he has a country house and recently he bought another. How did he do that? Very slow. He accumulated cash and he bought it. He is not intellectual, he is not Warren Buffett, he doesn't know what stock market is, etc. He may heard of it, but he never touched it. And he's actually doing really well. He is not working full-time, he is in his 60s, so every so often he goes as a substitute truck driver when his former employee needs him because some other guys have other problems. So what I'm saying, in any country, at any time, there is opportunity to invest. And for him, perhaps that was the best way to invest. He has a pensionship, he has 2 rents which he receives monthly, plus he does a few other things just for fun, does some mechanical work, etc. For him it worked out. He doesn't have to do anything at all. He just does it purely for fun. If you are in your 20s, in your 30s, and you start buying, what should you buy? And that's where my advice to you. There is such thing as exchange trading funds, ETF in short. And those ETFs are great because they trade like stocks, they trade like bonds or anything else. What they have under the hood, they have a bunch of stocks or bonds or whatever you choose, because there are many different kinds of funds and those funds have different purpose, etc. Some of them are tech funds. And you don't have to own one fund, you can have 2 or 3 of them. The word is diversification. It gives you opportunity to diversify. In different countries there are different funds and they doing essentially the same thing. There is a guy who is paid and who has full-time job looking and understanding how those things work. Usually the cost is very minimal. I own those funds and I own those funds for a long time. And believe me, that was the best strategy which I actually had forever. First, I invested in stocks, then in real estate, then I did some businesses, etc. There was a lot of work, a lot of hustle, a lot of energy. I've learned a great deal out of it. But as far as bringing money, it was okay. Then I actually started working for tech as a consultant. I did some coding, and that's where I figured out there are many other things which I want to pursue in life, and opportunities are endless. You can read the books, you can write the books, you can shoot the movies, you can watch movies, you can be creative, whatever turns your will. Meantime, ETF is out there working hard for you, and the guy who is running it hard for you. Because the market fluctuates. It will always fluctuate. If you haven't been in the market for a long time, if you have not bought stocks and bonds for a long time, you may enter a period where everything is great, and that's when every horse in the race wins, essentially. Everybody talks how smart they are, they're smarter than Warren Buffett. And then the cycle changes. Or maybe you enter in the cycle right before it actually is going down. It takes the breath out of you. It's very hard. And all of a sudden you lose 20, 30%, and maybe you're already in your 40s or 50s at the retirement. I have my nightstand, I have $1,000 laying always, or equivalent of that, because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. In Turkey, it may be earthquake, somewhere else it may be flood, somewhere else it may be freeze or ice freeze or whatever that is. And you need that money immediately. You need to have that money right now to buy groceries so your family doesn't starve. So have that money with you. It's not that much. And as far as ETF goes, you can do bonds, you can do stocks, you can do S&P 500. Either way, you can invest in your own country market, or if you don't like your government, you can invest in some other countries which you trust more. You can invest in the industry, and those the opportunities which will eventually build up, compound. I've read a great deal when I started investing, and what I actually learned, there are some studies, and you can access those studies, there are many of them, where it says if you try to time the market, you will pay more taxes, make more mistakes. What matters more than anything else is how regular you invest in that. Doesn't matter if market goes down or up, you continue dropping certain sum of money. My personal favorite is 10%. You put in there and you pretty much forget it. Over the period of time, over 10 years, you probably double, triple, quadruple your money or more. At least that's how it happened to me. For instance, if one of the stocks has a bad day, the other stocks basically say, look, guy, we all have bad days, just go wash yourself and put new pants. But your portfolio doesn't come down that much. You are in pretty darn good shape.